there's something that I do want to say, but I haven't like thought out everything that I'm missing, because conglomerate always does something, always like will kind of ignore most of the content of what I say to jump on something else. But it's kind of annoying, very annoying and dangerous, both those things. Anyway, I had been planning to cut my hair this month anyway, right? I had actually wanted to do that. I really wanted to cut it last month, but then I just was like made myself wait. You know, I was just like, I really should not spend the money. I should just do it this month. So I did, but I hadn't really decided. I wasn't really sure until yesterday, like if I was going to just try to like trim it and then try to figure out how to style it, because I don't really know how to do that. Like I never really invested a lot in like figuring out how to do things like, you know, style my hair every day. So I thought about that. I was like, well, do I want to go online and read about how to style medium length hair, or do I want to just cut my hair? So I just cut it. It's pretty short. So this will get me through the winter. You know, I mean, like especially the winters in Boston, you're always wearing a hat, you know, and then you wear the hat and you go indoors, then you take off the hat, then your hair is messed up, you gotta fix that. I mean, with my hair, it's so fine, it's really pretty, and it just kind of has a little bit of body to it, but mostly it's pretty flat, and I just didn't need it to be like all just like meh. So I cut it. So that was what I did yesterday. The aging thing, I don't feel insecure about the way that I look, because I am not. I really genuinely try to be realistic about it. I'm like, you know, I had plenty of beauty for lots of years. Enjoyed it for myself, like enjoyed it without needing to have anybody like around to tell me that I was pretty. It was nice, you know, it's a nice thing. Even if you're having a bad day, you know, be able to like look in the mirror and know that you look nice is a good feeling, you know, it's nice. I happen to be one of those people who was kind of born with it, although certainly, you know, diet and exercise is a huge part of it. There's lots of people who were born with, you know, a lot of natural beauty who you wouldn't even necessarily know it, because the way that they were raised kind of obscures it, unfortunately. I mean, there are people who just really don't understand the principles of like what you eat and how much, you know, physical activity you have. They just don't understand it. They don't know what any of that means. So that's hard. It's kind of sad, actually. It's too bad for them. But I really do try to be realistic. I'm like, all right, well, but I had it already. I had it, you know, like not during some of the years when I would have been probably the most beautiful. I didn't really so much. I mean, I was really the psychiatric medications that I was taking, as I said before, made me gain a lot of weight. Made me look. People didn't even recognize me. They just didn't even recognize me. I was so like bloated, and I didn't even really look like myself anymore. But then after that, you know, I lost the weight almost instantly after I stopped taking that stuff. And just tried to enjoy what was left of my real youth, and did that. I still had problems, but I tried to enjoy what I could, and I did, and it was nice, you know. But now I have to get used to it, the fact that it's going to slowly, you know, not be so much a part of my life anymore. And so it's not a question. I don't feel like insecure in the sense of like I want to be able to compete with people who are so much younger than I do. I don't feel that way. You know, I probably would feel insecure if I were trying to compete with them. That's the thing, you know. I mean, it's like I feel like I'm kind of stuck with a conglomerate, because it's, you know, it's so full of stereotypes. It really relies on these horrible stereotypes for people. So I really kind of can't win, right? If I don't do anything to try to make myself like look as good as I can look, the conglomerate will call me ugly. If I do something to try to make myself look better, the conglomerate will probably call me desperate. And it's like, you know, but I figure the thing to do is just try to look as good as you can, and accept the fact that you're never going to be as beautiful as you used to be. You know, truthfully, that's just the way it is. And so it's insecure is not really the word for it. I think I just try to be realistic and fair, you know, fair to myself, fair to other people. Try to have a sense of humor about it. It's not really degrading towards me. You know, it's kind of funny when you think about the fact that you are not like your body, right? I mean, you kind of do get used to thinking of yourself that way once you actually reach like your physical adult self. You kind of get used to thinking of yourself as being synonymous with like what your body looks like and does and that kind of thing. But you're not. It's not like the same thing. You know, what you do, you know, your body moves you around. It's part of you. You can you can train to do various types of things. You have to take care of it, that kind of thing. But eventually, you won't be in it anymore. You're gonna die, and that'll be that, you know. And the process, you know, along the way of birth to death is called, you know, your life. So what do you do with that? That's the thing. I mean, and I say, have I explained it? I think I have. You know, I'm not trying to be cruel to myself or denigrate myself or like wail about like how, you know, how sad I am that I'm 41 instead of 30 or 25, because, you know, I mean, it's like, it's not, you know, so that someone will say, oh no, I don't care. Like, it's like, you know, it's just like, it's not the most important thing in the world, but it's something to consider, you know. I'm not trying to snag a guy who's 10 years younger than I am. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that to make myself feel like I'm important as a person.